Chapter 78. Cooperation. Above the white cloud-flying boat, he watched as Long Wanqing's body and bones were all gone. Her soul flew away, and she flew into oblivion. After a hiss of grief, Gu Hai sat paralyzed on the ground, watching Long Wanqing fly into oblivion in his arms. The sadness in his heart no one could appreciate. The unsuspecting person stood aside. The previous arrogance, the previous killing aura, all gone. The whole person wilted. Is himself, personally killed his daughter, personally killed. Earlier, when verifying Long Xiaoyu's human soul, it was even more so when she forced her daughter to be heartbroken. 9.5 island life and death chess before, their own eyes watched their daughter almost died. At that time, because of jealousy, her father to get Long Xiaoyu's heart, actually hardened their hearts, ready to watch their daughter was killed. Love Flower Valley, his daughter protected Liu Nian, and he himself almost killed her along with her. Now, he himself killed her with his own hands. Before her death, her daughter said, "You are not my father. My father is a world-class hero. There is no one in the world who can stop him." Yes, he was not worthy. How could he be worthy? Xiaoyu is dead. Her daughter is being bullied. Where is she? My daughter is in a line of life and death, and I'm watching the jokes. Daughter protects others, and you want to kill her. Is one still worthy of being her father? Xu Shi, there is never a good end. Xiaoyu because of you, Long Wanqing because of you. All suffered retribution, the uninitiated. How innocent they are, but because you were implicated. And Long Wanqing died at your hands. Xu Shi, widows, widowers, orphans and disabled, you are destined to be alone in life. Why do you still want to provoke Xiaoyu? And gave birth to Long Wanqing. Why did you provoke her? Huang Fu Chaozhi looked at the unliving man with red eyes. If there was no Enshengren, Long Xiaoyu wouldn't have waited obsessively, right? He himself might have been with Long Xiaoyu. Maybe Long Xiaoyu wouldn't have to die. Huang Fu Chaozhi looked at the Enshengren with hatred, hating that he could not go up and strangle him to death. Xu Shi, widowers, widows, orphans, and disabled, grasping relatives. The Hall Master has a sister. You won't still grasping her to death. That's Long Wanqing's lifeblood. Mu Qinfeng looked at the unsuspecting man with hatred. I still have a daughter. I still have a daughter. The Enshengren shuddered. Do you want to grunt even her to death? Master Liu Nian glared and roared. The unliving person's body shuddered violently and suddenly wilted once again. Master Liu Nian glared at the unliving person. Unliving person, do you know why I opposed you in every way in the past? It's not that I'm jealous of you and Xiaoyu being together. I like Xiaoyu. As long as she can live a happy life, I respect her. However, you are a Xu Shi. Sooner or later, one day, you will hurt her. So I am against you at every turn. Do you really think I am jealous of you? Do you deserve it? On that day, before you became this inhuman and ghostly appearance, you saw someone's father and daughter and told Xiaoyu that you were envious. Envious of people with daughters. Do you know what Xiaoyu has done for you? Purple bamboo forest in the South China Sea. Who is inside? That person in the past to come to the great Jin dynasty screaming. Was Xiaoyu how many taunts? Xiaoyu noble great Jin princess, and he is nearly incompatible. For you to have a daughter, kneeling in front of him for 3 months, do you know? Who are you going to kill Gu Hai for? For whom did you come to kill Long Wanqing? King Lu Yong. Do you know? What we've traced now is that King Lu Yong is the biggest suspect in Xiaoyu's murder. He killed Xiaoyu, but you helped him to kill Xiaoyu's daughter, son-in-law. Xiaoyu, I don't know if she can be resurrected anymore, but after that, how will you explain to Xiaoyu? What will you say? Do you still have the face to see Xiaoyu again? The unborn trembled and said, King Lu Yong has the 3 souls of the girl. With the 3 souls of the girl, I will resurrect the girl. Are you sure you have Xiaoyu's 3 souls? Are you sure? Master Liu Nian stared at the unborn. There's always a possibility. For the sake of the girl, I'd rather try, the unliving man said bitterly. Try, come on, Gu Hai is here. You take Gu Hai's head and go, or go and take credit from the enemy who killed Xiao Yu. You even killed your daughter anyway. It doesn't matter if you kill another one or kill, you kill. Yes, later on. Kill Long Wanqing's sister as well. Anyway, you can do it. You can do anything. Master Liu Nian roared. The Yan Shengren took a deep breath, but his figure didn't dare to move anymore. Grandmaster, stop talking. Gu Hai, who was sitting paralyzed on the ground on the side, slowly stood up with an expressionless face. At this moment, Gu Hai's face was incomparably calm. So calm that it was a little scary. Gu Hai looked at the unliving man and didn't blame anymore, but calmly said, Senior unliving man, the most important thing right now is still the resurrection of Wanqing. The three souls of heaven, earth and man. The heavenly soul is with you. Repairing the human soul and searching for the earth soul will be a burden on you. Please make sure to do your best to track down the whereabouts of the earth soul. I, Gu Hai, am incapable of doing so now. When I'm strong in the future, and I have the ability to do so, I'll track it down together with you of it. For now, I can only trouble you. The unliving man looked towards Gu Hai, slightly silent. As for Long Xiaoyu's heavenly soul and earthly soul, whether or not they are in the hands of King Lu Yong, I will find out. Don't worry, I will find out. King Lu Yong, King Lu Yong. Gu Hai's voice had a hint of icy coldness in it. But the Yan Shengren revealed a hint of worry and said, There's nothing but, if you go to King Lu Yang's residence now, you may not get Long Xiaoyu's two souls. You can't get them if he has or doesn't have them. On the contrary, if you don't show up, Long Xiaoyu's two souls are King Lu Yang's bargaining chips, and if they are there, her two souls are surely the safest. If you go, you are destroying Long Xiaoyu. If you don't go, Long Xiaoyu might still be resurrected. Are you still prepared to go? Gu Hai calmly looked at the unborn. I'm going to find the reincarnated Long Wanqing. The Yan Shengren gritted his teeth and affirmed. Wanqing, I'm counting on you, Long Xiaoyu. I'll do my best. Gu Hai took a deep breath and nodded. The unliving man revealed a rueful smile. There's no need for you to please. If I can't find Wanqing, I'm simply not qualified to resurrect the girl, nor am I qualified to see her again at all. Saying that, the Yan Shengren flipped his hand and took out a black jade talisman, which was glowing with a faint black aura. This jade talisman is a magic treasure. Please Liu Nian Yu, give it to Long Wanqing's sister, for defense. If anything happens, just crush it. No matter where I am, I will be the first to arrive. The unsuspecting person very carefully handed it to Master Liu Nian. Do you still think that harming Xiaoyu's mother and daughter is not enough? Master Liu Nian said in a cold voice. The Yan Shengren grasped the jade talisman and remained silent for a while. Grandmaster, you help Wanqing's sister to proceed, no matter what. Yan Shengren is her father after all. Decide what to do. It's better to let her do it herself, Gu Hai calmly said from the side. Grandmaster Liu Nian looked at the Yan Shengren, and with a wave of hatred, he probed his hand and picked it up. The Yan Shengren, however, suddenly worshipped at Master Liu Nian. What are you worshipping me for? Master Liu Nian said with a hateful voice. The Yan Shengren didn't say anything, but deeply worshipped. This father of his was irresponsible, and all these years, it was Master Liu Nian who had taken care of Long Wanqing. I'm sorry, thank you, the Yan Shengren said sadly. After saying that, the unliving person's figure shifted and disappeared in front of the crowd. The unliving man had left, but the crowd's heavy hearts still hadn't calmed down. Master Liu Nian looked at the jade talisman in his hand, looked at the place where Long Wanqing flew away in ashes, not far away. And for a moment, he suddenly smiled bitterly, a kind of sad smile of frustration. All these years, watching Wanqing and their sisters grow up, I thought I was watching my own daughter grow up as well. Unexpectedly, alas, Grandmaster Liu Nian bitterly said. Grandmaster, Wanqing will definitely be resurrected. Gu Hai clenched his fists and said. Wanqing died. Gu Hai. I immediately also go back first. I have to go to meet the saint. Will be everything reported. Everything reported. All do not know how to explain to the little county master. Last time before leaving, she also want me to protect her sister. Her sister to be less than a hair of sweat. Want me to look good. Oh, Yu Nian master sadly said. Great Jin sage, Long Xiaoyu's father, Wanqing's grandfather. As he was able to open up a large heavenly dynasty, did he just ignore his daughter's death? There is simply no way to investigate. In this short period of time, we have found out about King Lu Yong, and the spearhead is pointing at King Lu Yong. Doesn't he, the great Jin sage, have any capable people under him? There was a hint of disbelief in Gu Hai's eyes. There are, perhaps they already know about King Lu Yong, but the great Jin sage may not be willing to lay hands on King Lu Yong. Perhaps there are other plans. Master Liu Nian said with a slight sigh. Gu Hai looked at Grandmaster Liu Nian. I know about this. On the side. Wang Fu Chao sighed slightly. What? King Lu Yang and the great Jin sage. They are sworn brothers, Wang Fu Chao said. Then it's impossible to ignore it. Long Xiaoyu is his daughter. Gu Hai puzzled. Back then, there was no great Jin dynasty. There was only a great Ying imperial dynasty. And the great emperor of the imperial dynasty was King Lu Yang's father. Only later, King Lu Yang's father reached the end of his life. And all the surrounding dynasties wanted to take the opportunity to overthrow the great Ying imperial dynasty and replace it. At this time, the great Jin Shang got the help of King Lu Yong and swallowed up the great Ying imperial dynasty and the righteousness of the brotherhood. And there are rumors that the great Jin Shang promised King Lu Yong that year he promised King LV Yong that they would share the throne when the world was pacified. But, as you can see, King Lu Yong was made a vassal king and governed Jingju. He didn't share the world. So perhaps the great Jin emperor felt guilty towards King Lu Yong. Huang Fu Chao said with a slight sigh. There are no 2 days in heaven and no 2 masters in the people. How can there be 2 emperors in a country? Gu Hai frowned. Yes, perhaps that's the reason why the great Jin dynasty hasn't made any moves, Huang Fu Chao said with a slight sigh. Gu Hai's eyes narrowed slightly as a tinge of hatred flashed in his eyes as he said, Huang Fu Chao, I promised to join you in your earlier invitation to deal with King Lu Yong. Oh, Huang Fu Chao looked towards Gu Hai. Wanqing can't die in vain, and Shengren is Wanqing's father. Killing Wanqing by mistake, and expecting him to resurrect Wanqing in the future, I can't do anything about him. Everything can only wait for Wanqing to be resurrected. But, King Lu Yang, I just refused to join the royal family, and then I sent the Shengren to hunt me down and kill Wanqing. A fierce color flashed in Gu Hai's eyes and said, Also good, join my dynasty. I'll give you power. Wang Fu Chao said in a deep voice. No, I am the lord of the great Han dynasty, and you, Divine Foothills dynasty, are just cooperating, Gu Hai said in a deep voice.